The moment I came into this world, do you still remember your very first moments? I recall all my first experiences like watching a short film. The moment I was born, understanding my first words, lying down, crawling, sitting, standing, my first cry, first word, first question, washing my face by myself, the clothes I wore, the baby blanket I covered myself with, the nature I saw. Moonlight and so on. I grew up thinking everyone remembered everything like I did. But after I turned 30 and asked around, I found many people remember from ages 3 to 6 or even 8. So after I got married, I had my child at 33 and reflected how my memories flow. From birth to the first year, I lay, crawled, sat and stood. I understood my parents right after birth clearly and fully. I thought it was obvious, but now I've studied English for 30 years and still struggle, so realizing I understood Korean at birth truly makes no sense at all. I told people around me, but no one believed me. Frustrating. Some even say they only remember starting elementary school. I just can't. I'm Lee Ji-hyang, 58. Here's my number. I want to talk with fellow reincarnation researchers. My phone number is 01086. Now I'll carefully share memories from birth to age 3. Scene 1. A dark room, a landslide. This is the moment I was born. There was water in the room. I came out of my mom's belly and it felt slippery. The mood was humid and busy. Dad lifted the baby, slowly checking if there were 5 fingers or 5 toes. My aunt said her son has 6 fingers. And my mom saw a red circle under the baby's neck and said, she said if you have this mark, you're lucky. You mean? I couldn't tell if it was for me or the newborn. I didn't know. Because at that moment, I was lying down, looking up at the baby below. Here was baby and another me, watching that scene like a camera. I knew they talked to the baby, but I didn't realize it was me. A baby lying down. I realized I was born. Lying still. I lay still and felt I was born into this world. My heart swelled with endless possibility. It was a moment filled with confidence, like I could do anything. When I was lying down, my parents... They talked to each other and spoke to me. I understood everything my parents said and they marveled, saying I understood it all. I knew I understood the words clearly but couldn't speak. I just lay still, then suddenly started crawling steadily. I practiced crawling on the floor, it wasn't too hard. Scene 3, Discovery of Communication. I remember my first cry. My first real cry was waking up from deep sleep in the dark. I opened my eyes, everything was dark. I couldn't tell where anything was. So I closed my eyes. How do I get noticed? I thought, just crying. So I tried quietly. Then a woman called Mom ran to me. Mom turned on the light and held me. I learned this is how you do it. After that, I learned to cry just enough so my head wouldn't hurt too much. Scene episode with Grandpa, my very first task. My grandpa passed away when I was 3. when I was 1 year old, crawling and clinging. Grandpa sat smoking a long cigarette on a blanket. As I crawled past Grandpa, I knocked over a box of matches, spilling them everywhere. Grandpa told me to gather them up. I sat while trying to pick up the spilled matches, but they wouldn't all fit. Grandpa showed me how to neatly line them up on my palm and carefully place them back. There were so many matches, but since I spilled them, I finished putting them all back. Grandpa praised me for doing well. Tough but good. After that, Grandpa boasted to his kids. So my cousin still clearly remembers Grandpa praising the matchbox. If I say I remember, she challenges me. After that, the matchboxes changed from hexagonal to octagonal. Scenes: birth, oil spill, emptiness. When I was 1, I woke at night thirsty, craving water. I called Mom. She crossed the doorway. I was busy cooking with my aunt quietly in the kitchen. I crawled, calling for water. The floor was shiny, dark wood, polished. Mom kept saying, okay, okay, but didn't give me water until I crawled all the way. I saw the lantern by the corner when I almost reached the edge. I knew it was an old lantern, but I opened the lid hoping Mom filled it with water. Inside was oil, looking like water, and I drank it. It didn't taste like water. I don't remember after that. Later, my mom said I fainted then unexpectedly. Scene 6, bath, stinging, ceiling, emptiness. When I was 1, Mom gave me regular baths in a rubber tub. Same daily routine. Mom wanted my bath to be gentle and slow, as she always hoped, but it wasn't quite like that. One hand held my neck firmly, the other gently soaped my face. Every time she washed my face, my eyes stung and I cried. Sometimes it hurt so much, I cried really hard. Then Mom said, "It's all done, it's all done." She kept washing me. Once after Mom washed me and put me on a towel, she didn't cover me quickly. I sometimes felt numb while staring at the ceiling. When only my head was washed, it felt like my body was tipping backwards slightly. Luckily, Mom didn't dunk my eyes. Scene 7, first steps, frustration and practice. I clearly remember my first steps. That day was my first steps. I promised myself I would walk alone, no matter what. I grabbed the leg beside me firmly and stood up. When I woke up, my mind was already walking ahead. As I lifted one leg and put it down, my leg felt clumsy and staggered and my body collapsed. I realized for the first time how clumsy my body was. I lay down and thought, my body just wouldn't obey. It was a moment when my limitless potential quieted. Scene 8. Feeling my existence in front of the giant Miruk Buddha at Songrisan. When I was 3, my dad held me there to take photos. He gently placed me carefully by the Buddha and I looked up at it in awe. Mine. Taller than the sky. I was small, it was huge. At that moment, a deep feeling of awe filled me. It was beyond any feeling. The world seemed full of wonders. Shown above, I recall many clear scenes. I share my memories to encourage recalling childhood and to say people are reborn. I understood Korean from birth, seeing myself clearly as a soul. I believe I was reborn. Beyond religion, my rebirth is proven through me, and I was born to share this truth. My ancestor is Tojong Lijiam, famous in Korea for writing the Tojong Secret. He has prophetic gifts, and so do I. I keep having prophetic dreams that come true. Through me, I hope people realize death isn't the end, but a cycle of rebirth. Humans live and die like animals, repeating this cycle for millions of years. Humans are part of nature. To be reincarnated for millions more, we must protect it. This is eternal life. Thanks.